Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mobile Hub, the place where we dive deep into the latest smartphones, gadgets, and everything that shapes the tech world. Today, we're looking at what might just be the most hyped smartphone release of the year, the brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max. Apple has once again promised to redefine what a smartphone can do, and as always, expectations are sky high. But does the iPhone 17 Pro Max actually live up to the hype? Is it worth upgrading if you already own last year's iPhone 16 Pro Max? Or is this the phone that finally convinces longtime Android users to make the switch? Stick with me, because in this in-depth review, I'll be breaking down everything from design, display, performance, cameras, battery, software, to overall value for money. Now let's start with the very first thing you notice when you pick up any phone. The design. Apple has always been about premium build quality, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max is no exception. This year, Apple has refined the titanium frame that debuted with the iPhone 15 Pro series. It's still titanium, but now with a new polished nano coating that not only makes it more resistant to scratches and fingerprints, but also gives it a softer touch in hand. Apple claims it's the most durable iPhone yet, and honestly, it feels that way. The phone is lighter than you'd expect for its size, but at the same time, it feels extremely solid. The weight distribution is perfectly balanced, so even though this is a large phone, it doesn't feel overwhelmingly top-heavy when you're using it one-handed. The bezels have been shaved down even further, making the display look almost borderless. Apple calls this its Infinity Edge display, and while other manufacturers have tried similar things, the execution here is outstanding. The screen truly melts into the body, giving you an immersive viewing experience that feels futuristic. The dynamic island remains, but this year, Apple has made it slightly smaller and more seamless with the display. More importantly, developers are finally starting to embrace it, so you're seeing more useful interactions. Whether it's live sports updates, music controls, or ride-hailing notifications, color options are another area where Apple likes to surprise us. With the iPhone 17 Pro Max, we have four main finishes: titanium silver, deep graphite, midnight blue, and the new sunset gold, which has already become a fan favorite. Apple's colors are always subtle, yet elegant, and the way the light reflects off the titanium finish gives each shade its own personality. Personally, I'm reviewing the sunset gold model, and it's absolutely stunning. It shifts between gold and copper depending on how the light hits it. Now let's talk about that display. Apple has packed in a 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR ProMotion OLED panel with a resolution of 3200 by 1440 pixels. This year, brightness has been bumped up significantly, with a peak brightness of 3000 nits for HDR content, which makes it the brightest smartphone display on the market right now. Outdoor visibility is flawless. Even in direct sunlight, HDR videos pop with incredible contrast. Colors are punchy but still natural, and blacks are truly deep thanks to OLED technology. Apple's calibration remains the gold standard. And if you're someone who loves consuming media on your phone, be it Netflix, YouTube, or Apple TV+, this screen is simply a joy. Promotion with its adaptive refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz is still here, and Apple has further optimized it for battery efficiency. Scrolling feels buttery smooth, animations glide seamlessly, and gaming is on another level with this display. Apple has also introduced Smart Motion Adapt, which automatically adjusts the refresh rate, not only based on content, but also on your actual eye movement, making everything feel more natural, while also saving power. performance is, of course, another major highlight. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is powered by Apple's brand new A19 Pro Bionic chip, built on a 2 nanometers process. And let me just say this chip is ridiculously fast. Apple claims it's 35% faster in CPU performance and 40% more efficient compared to the A18 Pro. The GPU has also been massively upgraded with a new 12-core design that supports real-time ray tracing at higher frame rates. This makes console-quality gaming a reality on a smartphone. I tested graphically demanding games like Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, and even some of the newer AAA titles that have been ported to iOS, and they all ran flawlessly at max settings with stable frame rates. But it's not just about gaming. Everyday performance is buttery smooth. Whether you're multitasking, editing 4K ProRes videos on the go, or using AI-powered productivity apps, the iPhone 17 Pro Max doesn't break a sweat. And speaking of AI, Apple has made a huge push this year with what they're calling Apple Intelligence. This is Apple's take on AI integration deeply embedded into iOS 19, from smarter Siri responses, on-device real-time translation, AI-assisted writing tools, to intelligent photo editing. The iPhone 17 Pro Max leverages its hardware to deliver some truly impressive features. And since all processing happens on-device, privacy remains intact, a big win for Apple's ecosystem. Now let's dive into what most people are excited about, the cameras. The iPhone 17 Pro Max introduces Apple's most advanced camera system. Yet, on the back, we still have a triple camera setup, but each sensor has been significantly upgraded. The main wide sensor is a massive 1-inch 48-megapixel sensor with a new f1.5 aperture, capable of capturing stunning low-light photos with improved detail and dynamic range. The ultra-wide lens has also been upgraded to 48 megapixels with macro capabilities, delivering sharper and more vibrant shots than ever before. But the real star this year is the new 6x telephoto periscope zoom lens. Exclusive to the Pro Max model, it delivers optical zoom up to 6x and digital zoom up to 60x, with surprisingly good detail retention. Whether you're shooting cityscapes, wildlife, or just trying to capture something far away, the results are incredible. Apple's computational photography, Smart HDR7, Deep Fusion, and Photonic Engine continues to refine every shot, balancing highlights and shadows beautifully. Portrait mode has been enhanced with better subject separation and more natural bokeh. Night mode is faster and cleaner, thanks to the larger sensors and smarter processing. And video, as always, is where Apple dominates. The iPhone 17 Pro Max records up to 8K video at 60 FPS with Dolby Vision HDR, along with improved stabilization. Apple has also added something called Cinematic Hyperfocus, which uses AI to track multiple subjects in real time, shifting focus seamlessly, like a professional film camera. For content creators, filmmakers, and vloggers, this is a dream tool. The front camera hasn't been ignored either. The 24-megapixel true-depth camera now features a wider aperture for better selfies in low light, and video calls look sharper and more natural than ever. Combined with Face ID improvements, unlocking your phone or authenticating apps is faster and works at slightly wider angles. Battery life was already a strong point in previous Pro Max models, but Apple has pushed it even further. The iPhone 17 Pro Max comes with a 5000 mAh battery, optimized with the efficiency of the A19 Pro chip. Apple claims up to 32 hours of video playback. And in my real-world usage, this phone easily lasted a full day and a half of heavy use. That includes gaming, streaming, taking photos, and constant social media. Charging has also been improved. With the USB-C port introduced last year, the iPhone 17 Pro Max now supports 45W fast charging, getting you from 0 to 50% in around 20 minutes. MagSafe charging is also faster at 20W, and reverse wireless charging has finally arrived, allowing you to charge your AirPods or even another iPhone just by placing it on the back. Software is another huge part of the experience, and with iOS 19, Apple has introduced some major upgrades. The UI feels familiar but smarter. Widgets are now fully interactive. Multitasking has been refined with floating windows, and customization options are better than ever. But the big story is Apple Intelligence, which integrates AI into almost every aspect of the phone. For instance, you can summarize long emails with a single tap, rewrite text in different tones, or even create custom emojis and wallpapers using AI. Siri is now conversational and context-aware, meaning you can ask follow-up questions without repeating yourself. Security and privacy remain at the core, with all AI processing happening on device rather than the cloud. This ensures that your personal data remains secure, which is something Apple is emphasizing heavily as competitors race to integrate cloud-based AI features. Now, no device is perfect, and there are a couple of things worth mentioning. First, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is still very expensive, starting at $1,199 for the base model with 256GB storage, and going all the way up to $1,799 for the 2TB variant. This is a serious investment. Secondly, while Apple has improved charging speeds, it still lags behind some Android flagships that offer 80W or even 100W of charging. And finally, while the dynamic island is smaller and more useful, some people are still wishing for a completely hole punch or under-display solution. And that's it for today's in-depth review of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to Mobile Hub for more in-depth reviews, comparisons, and tech breakdowns. Also, drop a comment below and let me know. Are you planning to upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro Max? Or are you sticking with your current phone? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.